I bought this car brand new in 2015 from a local Toyota dealership. It's like very nice car. I have a 45,000 miles, right? But the problem I had at first 10,000 miles, the car wouldn't start. In winter it would be like super cold and the car would not start. So the problem, I went to the dealer and they replaced the battery. First they did not want it to do that. They told me, oh, we're gonna charge the battery for you. We're gonna like charge it for you, and like they did a bunch of tests and they said, yeah, the battery's a little bit weak, but you know, you don't need to replace it. So I pursue them to replace the battery, and let me show you which battery they installed. They gave me like original battery. They said it's such a good battery, right? But again, I'm having problems with this True Start battery from Toyota. True Start battery. And there's no corrosions on the contacts here. The terminals are clean. But my wife had issues starting this car. She drove it from school and parked by the Walgreens. She went inside for like 20 minutes and she couldn't start the car. So I jump started, we got it home, and this morning I went to the dealer and the dealer's like, oh yeah, you have a warranty. It's 2-year free replacement, but it's been more than 2 years. Since 2017, it's been more than 2 years. And then they told me, well, we can give you some money back for the battery, which is like $35. I'm like, okay, fine, let's put a new battery. And but they wanted to charge me $220 for another battery like this, which is crap. I don't like this True Start battery. And so my bill would be $180 for a battery. I'm like, you guys kidding me? So I pretty much told them, no, I can just buy another battery for even less than that. So $180. I'm like, no, I don't want your True Start battery that always craps out on me every 2 years. And I decided to buy Interstate. I always buy these battery Interstate for all my other vehicles that I had. Interstate are very good batteries. They never give me troubles. Even my other Hondas, Honda Accord, Honda Civic, my other Toyotas that I had, I would put this battery and they would never give up on me. Interstate batteries at Costco, they have very good deals. Now I'm not sure where you are located in which part of the world, but here in the United States we have Costco, and they have very good deal on these batteries. So let me show you. This is Interstate battery ground group 24F standard, and it says a cold cranking F 700, and also has 36 months warranty. But this battery is not gonna give up on you. The price I paid for this, it was $89.99, and plus $15 core they charged me, so $104 total. I'm gonna get $15 back once I bring the core, and that's a good deal. This battery is so good. My other vehicles, like my Honda Accord, it would start in, I don't know, negative 20 Celsius or 6 or 1 degree Fahrenheit. It would start no problem. So that's why I decided, instead of worry when my wife goes to work or school, instead of worry she might not start her car when it's super cold outside, we're gonna go with Interstate battery. And I know for a fact there's nothing that drains the battery, because I checked the system with a voltmeter and I checked that there's nothing that was plugged in, nothing really draining the battery here. This is only gets problematic when it's super cold and just the other battery just doesn't hold charge very well. So we're gonna install Interstate. So you will need 10mm socket to unscrew this bolt, and there's one right here too. So this plastic part has to come off, and you need a flathead screwdriver to pop these things right here. This one right here, this one here, and this plastic needs to come off. I think I can reach there with a wrench. You don't have to remove all of these clips. You can just remove the big one here and big one here, and this thing goes to the side. Take your 10mm socket, and start unscrewing this bolt. I was able to remove this corner of the bracket. This piece comes out, and now This part, the supporting part, is you can move it out of the way. Just turn it to the side. And now what I'm going to do, I'm going to disconnect the positive, negative, and we're going to pull the battery out, put a new one in there. Now the terminals also 10 millimeter. You need a 10 millimeter socket, and start unscrewing it. Yeah, this battery, I bought it, I didn't buy it, they replaced it when I had 10,000 miles on the vehicle. And now it's 45,000 miles and this battery is already kaput. It's charging, it's not charging when it's very cold, it's just not doing very good. Okay, remove this out of the way. Okay, battery is disconnected. I'm just gonna pull this thing out. Now when the battery is out of the vehicle, check the terminals, make sure there's no oxidation. And if you do find some kind of oxidation, I have this kind of tool. It's like a little brush, you know, and you can clean the connectors on the inside. Just keep twisting until it's nice and clean. Same thing with this connector too, terminal. So that's what I'm going to do just to be safe. So let's look at these two batteries, the Interstate and the Toyota TrueStart. The Interstate has cold cranking amps 700, cranking amps 875, and RC number 130. This one, the Toyota, it says 575 cold cranking amps and 130 RC, which is the same number. But they want $220 for the battery at the dealership. And I told them, you guys are nuts. I'm not doing that. Plus this battery, like I said, this is my personal opinion from personal experience. I had issues with these batteries, specifically with my Venza, and Interstate never gave me problems. I love these batteries. And it's like $89. You can buy two for the price of this one. Costco is the way to go. It's not paid promotional video, just sharing it with you my personal experience. And let's install this battery right now. The size is the same, of course. It's 24. It says 24F. This is the group size, so it's the same battery size, and it's gonna work. Let's get this installed. Okay, put the battery back in place. I swing this supportive bracket over because we need this, and it's perfectly sitting in place. You see? All I gotta do, just take this part, slide it in here, and then there's like a hook that it goes on. Gotta get into this little hook. Alright, as you see there on the bottom, that's how it goes. Secure the stop bolt. And make sure this bracket is not, it's like in between these two caps, these things. Make sure it's between these two. And we're going to tighten it with the socket. This side is done. Let's do this little part right here. Make sure the battery is not moving. After you secure the bolts on this bracket and the battery is not moving, it's not going anywhere. Now we're gonna take this part off, our positive terminal. We're gonna reconnect our positive terminal. So make sure you kind of twist it so it slides in nicely, and you can take like a rubber mallet or hammer and tap it in. Now it looks pretty secured. Make sure it goes positive and positive. As you see, there's a negative, negative, and negative. Now we're gonna secure this terminal, 10 millimeter. All right, this terminal is secured. Make sure you put the cover on the top of it. Now we're gonna disconnect this plastic piece. And connect our negative terminal. See, it's not sitting all the way down. You make sure you tap it with like a lightly tap it with a hammer, or keep like twisting it until it's sitting in place. You see how it's sitting nicely? Now we're gonna secure this bolt and we're done. 10 millimeter. But make sure this is covered. Make sure, because you don't want to like short it out. And double check, it's plus and plus, negative and negative. Okay, this is done. Battery looks solid, it's not moving. Terminals are connected. Good, should be good now. See how it starts. Okay, we're in the car. Starts nicely. The clock needs to be adjusted. That's easy. I'm just gonna adjust that really quick. Now it's flashing. Let's do the hour. Now it's 5. This is minute. This is hour. 5:14, and then we're good. All right. Nothing lighting up on the dashboard. See, 46,000 miles to 158, and that's good. All right, beautiful. Starts right away. No struggle. So now you guys know what experience I had with this True Start battery from Toyota. First they wanted to overcharge me for this battery, and it's not as good battery, not as powerful as cold cranking amps, and my dogs are going nuts. But go with Interstate, my personal choice. Interstate, very good. So now I have a peace of mind when it's very cold, whether it's negative 20 Celsius or 3 or 1 degree in Fahrenheit. I know that this battery will get the job done, and it's much better quality battery than the Toyota's trying to sell you for more, and it perfectly fits into the bracket, you know, same size. And also you get a much better cold cranking amps. Yeah, this is my Binza. Let's close the hood. I wish this car had struts. This hood is kind of heavy. And this is my Venza. You've seen it from the previous videos. I put new tires on this car, and new rotors and new brakes, and we got 45,000 miles, and this thing is going nicely. No scratches, no dents, nothing. Also all-wheel drive. Yeah. Interior is also a very nice condition. I really like this car. I feel like so safe. I feel very good when my wife driving it in any weather condition. All-wheel drive. This thing plows through snow with these tires. Oh my god, it's good. Well, anyway guys, thank you for watching this video, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.